everyone, happy Thursday. I wanted to do a video that's kind of fun for me. I get asked this a lot. How do I pick my very first Louis Vuitton, or what size or what type? So I came up with 3 steps that I take to if I were to buy my very first Louis Vuitton. So let's get started. If you've never met me before, my name is Jennifer. I love luxury designer handbags. I have a hobby of collecting them. And I upload about 1 to 2 videos a week, and I would love if you subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm excited for you. I think searching for your bag is one of the most fun things to do. If I were trying to buy the very first one, I would do number 1. I would just look. I just type in Louis Vuitton on YouTube, and I would just see what Louis Vuitton bags there are. People have done reviews. They have every single size of every single bag and every single pattern of color, of material, and they have even done modeling shots with how tall they are, so that you have an idea kind of now what bag you're really kind of drawn to. Once you know the bag name, like whether it's the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, Louis Vuitton Graceful, Louis Vuitton Speedy, Louis Vuitton Speedy Bandolier, Louis Vuitton Keep All. Once you got the terminology, I would go to step number 2. I would go to the louisvuitton.com website, and I would get the dimensions of each bag. Look at the current prices, look at the current styles of the material that this bag comes in. Once you have the dimensions, I actually take a cheap old tape measure, you know, those little round things that you can pull out and then snap and the tape goes back in. They're in centimeters and inches, and so I literally pretend I have the bag, and then I pretend to see if the drop length is good, if the width is good for my body, if it's going to fit things that I want in it. Then I always go back to YouTube and I go, do I really like that bag or not? I'm going to research more. So now that you know the bag and the dimensions, you're narrowing your selection. So now you have the type of bag it is, the name. Now get into really good detail when you type it in, like Louis Vuitton Keep All, best on an airplane. Louis Vuitton Keep All, best for weekend travel. Or Louis Vuitton Neverfull, wear and tear. Louis Vuitton Neverfull, Damier Ebene versus monogram. And you'll quickly find out so many people have done so many great reviews on YouTube, and then you've narrowed your selection even more, and you're like, I think this is the kind of bag I want. For me, if I were to buy my very first Louis Vuitton, I would probably go pre-loved, just because I've bought so many through the years that are new, then I sold, then I knew sold, because I wasn't sure what would fit my lifestyle, what I would need it for. And now that it's been 2 years, I realize how much my tastes have changed since 2 years ago. And buying them pre-loved actually is a benefit, because some of the items are well made, better made in the past than they are currently. And so it's a win-win. And so a lot of these, like Fashion File, will allow you to return them. So if you get it and you find out, oh, I really didn't think it was this long or this big, or it's heavier than what I thought, you can return it. And when you're on pre-loved websites, like I've noticed on Fashion File, they are really, really good. Like they'll describe if there's a musty odor, if there's a strong perfume odor, a mild perfume odor, or if there's a frayed stitch, a pop stitch. Like they will literally describe everything about the bag so that you are aware of what bag condition you're getting. The other thing to note is that when you're on a site and you're looking at 2 equally pre-loved bags, like same condition, same style, same everything, and you'll notice one's more expensive than the other. If the bag is made in France for Louis Vuitton, they tend to be more of value, I've noticed, than the ones made in Italy or Spain. And I love to find ones that are made in France only because that's where Louis Vuitton originated from. So I just tend to like that. But I've noticed that if you want one made in France, they might just be a little bit more expensive. So it's kind of up to you what you're looking for. The other really cool thing about pre-loved websites is I have a thing for like sentimental value. So if I find a bag that's like made in the year I was married, I love it. Or the year I met my husband, I love it. So that's another fun thing about pre-loved bags. And look forward to hearing your thoughts on your successes and failures. And I'll see you again in my next video.